Today's RV tour is going to be one like you've never seen before. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of RV tours that look perfect. They look Pinterest ready, just like the one up here. But what if you could take that same exact tour only 40 years worth of use later? Well, today we're bringing you the anti-tour. Hello and welcome back to No Ordinary Path. It's just me today, Kristen. John is at work. We're a travel nurse family. We've been on the road for 4 years in the same RV. It is a 37-foot travel trailer and we have gone all over the country, including to Alaska and back. And surprisingly, we don't have any adventures to bring you right now because we are in the middle of shopping for a new RV and possibly a home base here in Phoenix, so we haven't taken an adventure to share with you today. It's gonna feel a little more real talk-ish than our regular Sunday episode, but I hope that you'll enjoy it anyways. Real quick before we get started, today's episode is brought to you by Waggle. This 4G pet monitor is a newer addition to our RV, and we love it because we have peace of mind when we can look at an app from a distance and figure out what the humidity and temperature is inside the RV and make sure that she is safe. We're so grateful to our sponsors because they allow us to keep bringing you great content, and right now Waggle is offering a 50% off discount when you use the code CINDER at the link above or in our description. 4 years ago in January, we purchased this travel trailer, this Passport Ultralite travel trailer. We only expected to be in it for 1 year, and we knew that it was not really made for full-time living, but we didn't honestly care. It was something that we could afford and something that we could tow. We paid for it in cash. We got a really great deal on it, way cheaper than anything on the market currently, and it was brand new, so it came with a warranty, which we used several times. We did an initial tour about 3 months in, and then we did another tour a year later after that, just kind of showing the updates that we have done. Now, after 4 years, Wendy's basically in her death throes. Okay, it's not that bad. It's really not all doom and gloom. There are still really great things left about this travel trailer, but we have put it through the ringer. Somebody commented on one of our videos that these particular types of rigs were really only designed to be used about 30 days out of the year. And we have lived in this trailer, spent over 1,400 nights in this trailer, which is about 40 years of life, which is pretty good, but explains a lot. We look forward to bringing you a new tour of a brand new RV in 2022. Just as a side note, I don't suggest getting an ultralight trailer to live in full-time. I know, you gotta do what makes sense for you and your family. Of course, at the time, it made the most sense for us. But if you think you're gonna be in it for a while, it's been a lot of trouble. Builds character, right?
This is a Keystone Grand Touring Ultralite 3350BH.
Come on in. Come on inside and let me show you around. Come on inside and let me show you around. Same shirt, different tour. First, we'll start with the kitchen. This is it. The sink does have covers. I generally store them inside my oven. It does come with covers and they are on all the time as we like to hide our dishes, real life. Here, we used to have a hood. We no longer have a hood anymore. We ripped it out because we found out that it doesn't vent anywhere. It does, however, protect the grease from going all the way over here. Right now, with no hood, we have grease everywhere that we constantly have to wipe off the walls, out of our fan in here. So while I love that it has opened up this space for us, I wish that it didn't make such a mess. Still using our electric griddle when we have power. Right now we're running the generator out boondocking, so I could use it if I needed to, but I also have one that I can place on here that just uses the burners when I don't want to use any electricity. You'll see we have a lot more clutter than normal. I didn't clear off all of the clutter because this is what it normally looks like. There's some ugly cords right here. This is Dash, our elf on the shelf over here. We do utilize our ice maker anytime that we have power. We love it, so it does stay on our counter. I hate that it takes up vital counter space, but it is what it is. We also are charging our to-go power station right now while the generator is on. So it's taking up space on our counter also. My microwave. This lovely little thing, everything's gonna fall out. Ooh. Nope, can't open it. It's full of storage. Why? because it no longer works. I don't know what happened, but anytime that we put something in here, it tries to start our whole rig on fire, so we have decided no one's allowed to use it. This is a recent occurrence. We had our microwave all through Alaska. It happened on the way to Phoenix. Air conditioner, it still works really well, except it's missing the vent plate on top. We don't run it very often. We don't want it to suck up a bunch of stuff. It needs parts. We need to buy new stuff to put on it, and we just haven't. Good news is that anytime that we need it, it does work, and it works well. It cools down our RV with only one unit, and it's never broken. So does it need to be maintained? Absolutely. Is it ugly? Yes. I was going to open the cabinets for you, but I decided that having things fall out might be a little bit too real life, so I'm not going to open all the cabinets. We have this fabulous little key system right here. It's just so pretty looking. It just keeps falling off of our cabinet, and so we've tried everything. We've tried command stickers, we've tried Gorilla Glue, and I think we're just gonna have to break down and just screw through the cabinet, except for it's not very thick right here, so I don't really know how that's gonna work, but it looks so beautiful. Moving on to our living space. As you can see, our table over here looks nothing like it did in our first tour or our second tour. That is because we have gone through multiple kitchen tables to get to this point. We do like this. I can take it down when we're traveling so that it doesn't flop all over the place and break things, but I don't like the fact that we can't sit around it as a family. Really, we can get 2 adults or 3 kids around it, and that's about it. Next, we're gonna talk about this thing. As you can see, we have taken the trim all the way down, and why haven't we put it back up? Well, because the slide is not actually fully fixed, and we have tried to adjust it so many times that now it is cattywampus. Does anybody else use that word? Cattywampus, that's what I'm calling it. It kind of comes in and out at an angle, and as you can see over here, maybe you can't see it, it is definitely tilted out. So when we bring the slide in or push the slide out, it looks like it's going to literally fall out of the RV. And I'll show you what it looks like on the outside because it doesn't look that hot. And this is nothing against John. I mean, he has worked really hard to try to get this slide fixed because, as you know, trying to get something serviced right now in the pandemic world of everybody gets an RV and everyone needs services on it because all the RVs are terrible right now. The lines to get things fixed are forever long, months long, so we tried to fix it ourselves, and now we're gonna need to call an RV tech or take it in somewhere because it's not right. It sits there, it's not gonna fall out, it's secured by all the cables, but it's not right. We only have 2 slides to deal with, and a lot of these like toy haulers and fifth wheels have 4 or 5 slides, and if those have cables on them, we do not wanna mess with that. Moving right along, our refrigerator. Oh, it's really unorganized. Yeah, it just gets stuffed full of stuff. And we try to keep it fairly organized, and sometimes I go through and reorganize it. But this is one thing that has stood the test of time. We've never, ever, knock on wood, where's some wood? Oh, we've never had a problem with our refrigerator. Totally fine. In fact, we love that it can run off of propane or electric, and this is largely why that's what we're looking for in our next RV. Dare I show you this one? This is our spare bathroom. Woo! This is our second bathroom. Okay, please don't judge me. We are boondocking and we have some trash to get rid of. Tonight we check into a regional park, which we're super excited about, through the holidays. So we'll have full water hookups and electricity and sewer and all that stuff, and trash cans to get rid of our trash. The tension rod that has been there all 4 years and comes in super handy when you need to hang something to dry, and it works really well. In my last video, I said that this room over here is not Pinterest worthy. It wasn't Pinterest worthy then, and it's definitely not now, but this is real life with kids. Oh darn, you can't see it, it's too dark. That's such a bummer. We have some flooring issues, and those probably need to get fixed also.
It's a fissure that's opening up.
Is opening in our floor. Which is problematic. It hasn't totally cut through, but it looks like it's about to anytime. So duct tape to the rescue until we get her somewhere where we can actually repair the floor. Come on into my bedroom. It's so spacious. Welcome to my bed. This is where I crawl in every night and try not to disturb John, but don't do it successfully, and so therefore wake him up at 3 in the morning because that's what time I usually come to bed. This is what I like to call the pit. There's one on both sides actually. Yeah, it smells like Christmas gifts. socks, a gym bag. Who needs matching bed sheets or pretty comforters? Ours have long since been ruined. We have gone through 2 comforters and now we're just utilizing quilts. Does it look pretty? No. Is it warm? It's good enough. John's gonna be so excited when he finds out what I filmed today. He's like, you showed them all of that stuff? Yeah, I showed them the real life. These are our cabinets. You can see that the wallpaper is peeling. You can also see our kids have scratched things into the frosted paper. Like, I'm not gonna show you. Whoop! Wait, what was that? Whoop! What? We have stuff on our counters? We have dirty clothes on the floor? That's the inside in a nutshell. We have lots of cabinets that aren't closing very well. Our paint job that we did, which is not the manufacturer's fault, obviously it's ours. The paint job is constantly like scratched and peeling. We have retouched it so many times. Our heater did go out, but we got it fixed in the first year and have never had a problem since then. We had issues with our propane regulator, but we've gotten that fixed, haven't had an issue since then. So I'm gonna go outside and walk around and show you the things that are wrong with the outside. Man, a lot of it is just wear and tear, but some of it is just quality, you know? Locks on our outdoor storage areas, none of them are working very well anymore. They're either rusted or they don't turn very well or they don't latch. Paint or sticker work or whatever on the outside of the rig is kind of like cracking and fading. That's to be expected. It's been in the sun for 4 years. We broke some stuff when we came home from Alaska in the ice. We broke a light, a couple lights broke because of the ice. Of course, we've gone through some stabilizers. Not their fault, totally ours for taking Wendy into places that shouldn't have been. Here's something that has really held up. Last year when we were here in Phoenix, we met up with Moride and they provided us with stairs, the step above stairs, and the suspension, new crossbars underneath. What makes RVing special for us is not the inside of our house on wheels. It's everything outside. It's the things that we get to go and do and explore together as a family. And that's how we've had to think of it this whole time. Because every single year that we've been in this RV, it has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller as our kids are getting bigger. So there we have it. This is what 4 years of full-time living in an ultralight trailer looks like in the end. We hope you've enjoyed our little anti-tour and we really hope that you will stick with us for our next tour of our next RV, whatever that might be, in 2022. This is our last Sunday episode of the year of 2021. I cannot believe that I'm saying that. We're taking a week off, so we will have a Real Talk Tuesday this coming Tuesday. Don't miss that. But then we're going to take a little bit of a break and we will see you in the new year. And we will take you with us on our adventures, as I'm sure we'll have a chance to go out and adventure some more here in the Phoenix area, as well as shopping for RVs and possibly a home base. We don't know how that's going to go. We're probably going to extend this contract, so we'll be here in the Phoenix area for a little while. And we have some events coming up soon, so make sure you check our Instagram and Facebook pages for information coming out soon on some meetup events happening in the new year. I hope that you have a very special holiday season with your friends and family, and we will see you out there.